I want you to just go ahead and say, I am wealthy.
I
I
am
am
wealthy.
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 Come on, say, I am prosperous.
I
I
am
am
prosperous.
And
prosperous.
say it. Everybody say, this is my year.
This
This
is
is
my
my
year.
year.
Here.
That's right. How many of y'all really feel that and know? And you can put your phones on mute. Everybody put your phones on mute real quick. This is our year, and we're super excited tonight for the Wealth Engineers. This is our welcome Zoom to all our new members. We want to welcome you. You are part of the Wealth Engineers, and you are learning how to trade in the largest financial market in the world, which is Forex. It's a $6 trillion a day industry. And we have the network marketing or relationship marketing, which is 180 billion a year industry that we have combined. During this time of COVID-19 and the coronavirus, I believe that 30 plus million people have filed for unemployment. So they need what we have. And most of you are in ministry. Most of us on here, we either leaders in the church or you're leaders in your own business and you lead people and they need what we have. And so Apostle Favors has called this month to be the month where we will have massive results. I believe by faith, I am fired up. I believe by faith that May is going to be the month of miracles for the Wealth Engineers team. Like, you're going to trade like never before. The success stories that other people have had, you're going to have. You're going to rank up. You're going to go to founder. Get out of founder. You get ready to see supernatural results into everything that you're doing. If you have founder, you're gonna rank up to Knight. If you're at Knight, you're gonna go to Noble, and if you're at Noble, you're gonna go to Bishop and beyond. And I just want to tell you all, you gotta have the mindset of a business owner. Okay, you gotta have the mindset of a business owner. We are not employees, and what we know for a fact is that the education system in America, from the time you go to, if you all can mute your phones real quick, from the time you go into kindergarten and pre-K and kindergarten and first and second and third and fourth grade, they program you. Have programmed us as a child. I'm from Buffalo, New York, right? And the big dream was to get a job at General Motors or Delphi or Dunlap or some plant making, $20, $25 an hour. Well, that day is over. It's obsolete. And so switching from the employee mindset to a business owner mindset, that's what we're doing with Wealth Engineers. We are literally taking a quantum leap. We are shifting the paradigm immediately. Okay, this is a sense of urgency. Immediately, you got to see yourself as the legend, or you got to see yourself, and I'm talking about the highest rank. You got to see yourself as a business owner in Tradera and in the Wealth Engineers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is about mindset. The number one thing that will separate you from everybody else is the way you think. It's how you think. You cannot go with the limitations of the past, the limitations of religion, the limitations of if Biden gonna be the president versus Trump. It does not matter. God has given us dominion, and we must have the mindset to win. Winners win, losers lose. And and everybody who's watching me right now, you are a winner. And so you got to have a winner's mindset. You'll have some challenges, you'll have some difficulties, but you will not lose. You're going to have some opposition. You're going to have to, go through with cold calling or reaching out to your warm market or getting on Facebook and kind of getting uncomfortable sometimes. You can't operate in your comfort zone. Oh, and what Apostle is getting ready to lay out over these next 90 days and what's getting ready to happen. You cannot stay in your comfort zone. It's time to use all of your gifts, all of your talent, because I'm seeing people. I'm sorry, that's my wife calling me. Call your mom. I'm seeing people rank up and go to levels, and I'm looking at them. I'm saying, if they can do it, certainly everybody who is a part of Wealth Engineers can do it. We are, an apostle, if I'm saying this wrong, correct it. We are just as polished, if not more. We are just as equipped. And can I say this tonight, since and I just feel it, we got an anointing on this team. We got an anointing with Wealth Engineers. Most of us are saved and filled with the Holy Spirit, and it is an anointing on us to prosper like never before. And I'm telling you, and I could call some of your names out on here, but I don't want to leave nobody out. But I'm from the. Can y'all mute your phone real quick? Mute your phone real quick. When you come on, just mute real quick. We are anointed on this team to prosper, and everybody who is connected to us, everybody who joins your team, we are not begging people to join. We're not begging nobody to do anything. Here's an opportunity. And we, during this time of COVID-19, we have the answer and we have answers. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you tonight, as you get ready to hear Apostle Favors lay out the blueprint, lay out what's getting ready to happen, and what we're getting ready to do. I am telling you, I feel in my spirit, I'm stirred up. I'm not at home. I normally do this at home, but I'm out at Piedmont Park. I was trying to get into a different atmosphere for tonight's call. Crazy thing is, y'all can't see it because I got this background. But anyway, I'm out here, and I want the world to know that Wealth Engineers, every person, hear me prophetically. This is the year. It must happen. This is the year that you paid your $99, but you getting ready to turn that $99 into 1.2 million, or you get ready to see 50,000 a month, or if these other folk can do it, we can do it. But we got to learn the system. We got to get in the rhythm, and we have to make it happen. It's a sense of urgency. I'm telling you all, because there's going to be another wave. There's going to be some other things going to happen in this country, and we must first secure our own families, so then we can help somebody else. So I'm super excited. I'm fired up. I want you all to get the mindset of a business owner. I know most of you have it, but I'm reminding you who you are. It is your mindset. It is how you see it. So I'm super excited. Now, I'm getting ready to bring on the man himself, Apostle Favors. Let me tell y'all something before he come on, because I want y'all to clap again when he get ready to come on. Here's what I love about Apostle Favors. When you approach him and you ask him questions, he never makes you feel as if you're a bother or a nuisance. We have the right leader. Some of these other people we admire, but we can't really get to them. We have the right leader who's going to help us win. Nobody is going to be left behind. Before there's thousands of people in Wealth Engineers. Think about this. All of you all right now are the leaders who have come to the top, because thousands of people are getting ready to join. I said thousands. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all need to say something. Thousands of people getting ready to join up under you. We getting ready to see the wealth happen. So I want y'all to unmute your phones. I want y'all to clap your hands and receive Apostle Mike Favors. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
Well, what can I say? But first of all, thank you to Pastor Smith for opening the call with powerful words of wisdom. And I hope that you all are taking copious notes tonight, because what he just said, you all set the foundation, set the stage. Let me say this to you. If you're a builder, like many of us are, you understand that the higher you want your superstructure to go, the deeper you got to lay a foundation, okay? And so he said that, and I want to echo that before we do anything else tonight, is that in order for us to really grab hold to the reins, and what in the world y'all doing on my screen? What y'all doing? Somebody turn my screen loose. Brittany, bless you. But hey, you can't make this stuff up. It happens, right? But it don't shake or bake us because we are anointed over here. So now, watch this. Before we can grab hold to the reins and do anything that God wants us to do with this team, you all, we've got to make that mindset shift. That is one of our pillars. That is one of our goals and vision for our team, is that everyone would make a mindset shift from employee to business mindset, so that we could give you leadership development. That's why we got the mastermind group, so that we can teach you and show you what to do once we make the money, how we can teach you, show you how to invest in assets, not liabilities, right? That's Wealth Engineers all day long. That's coming from our upline global money team. And so we're in it to win it. So with that being said, you all, let me preface tonight's call first by saying this. I want you all to please allow me to speak clearly and from my heart tonight. I'm not necessarily doing a webinar tonight because this is our welcome. And so first and foremost, you all, I want to say this from the heart, that we need each other, all right? My leadership style is very hands-on, and so the leaders, other leaders that we have on this team, it is really our top priority to make sure that you all have everything you need so that you can win, okay? But in order to do that, you all got to help us help you. That means we need you engaging on the Facebook we page. We need you engaging on the WhatsApp we page. Some of you have not joined that page yet, so we need you to take this and share this once we drop this link on the YouTube. We also need you all to go and follow my YouTube page so you can stay abreast on some of the other teachings that we have over there for you, all right? If you can do that for me and you don't mind doing that for the team, if you're going to be a part of the team, then drop some sevens in the chat right now, about 3 sevens for the perfection. Let's drop some sevens in the chat right now. If you're going to be on the team, you're going to be energetic about the team, you're going to be fired up for the team. Let me see some sevens in the chat. I see some sevens. I see some sevens. Oh, y'all dropping sevens left and right. It's going to be the bomb. I'm looking at sevens tonight. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. For every new person who joined the team of Wealth Engineers, of a part of the company of Tradera, we salute you. Come on, can we just come off mute, you all, and just clap it up for all the new team members who joined?
Welcome.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Let me tell you something, man. We so excited that you're here. You made a decision. And I'm telling you something. You didn't just join a team, you all. You joined a community that really cares about one another, all right? And so that's why Pastor Smith, myself, Pastor Smith, the other Pastor Smith, you know, we got a lot of Smiths on here. So don't mess with the Smith clan. I'm going to tell you now. But between the bishops we got coming on and other pastors that we got on the line, I can't see everybody from my screen, but I'm looking through the list. We got some other strong leaders out here. Pastor Hall is on here. We got, where is he at? I thought I saw him. Pastor Miller should be on here. Okay, well, anyway, we got some strong leaders. Pastor Rico Williams right there. We got some very strong leaders, you all, who are team players. Elder Red, Pastor Red as well, okay? So here's what I want you to understand. It is 2 myths that we have to debunk first. There he is. There go Pastor Miller right there, Pastor Rob. So we got people who love y'all, man, and we want you all to feel at home so that you won't have the stress of making the money and not feel ashamed of making money, because the Bible said that money does answer all things. So here it is. We don't love money, which means we don't work for money. Money works for us because we work for God. We love God, all right? So I'm not preaching to you, but I just want you to get the right mindset so that we can break down that barrier of you feeling ashamed that you have a desire to be rich and wealthy, all right? That is a part of the makeup, okay? So here are 2 myths I want to debunk tonight. Number 1, slow and steady, you all right? We've all heard the story of the tortoise and the hare. We all heard run your race, don't run it too fast. I understand that. But when it comes to making money, when it comes to building a wealthy portfolio, when it comes to going after, if the Bible says the wealth of the righteous is stored up with the sinner or the unjust, you have to understand that the wealth transfer a lot of times happens through conquering. So the kings of Israel, you all, will conquer other nations, and the wealth transfer will immediately transfer once they conquered the other king's territory. Am I right about it? Right or right? All right? So now what am I saying to you? We do not have time to be lackadaisical or passive when it comes to taking care of our families, when it comes to leaving legacy for our children's children. We've got to go after it as if God has put us on an assignment. And I'm telling you all, it's going to be one of those nights. So I'm hoping that language don't offend nobody. But we cannot be passive. We've got to go after this thing, cut the head off the demon, off the monster of poverty, so that we can walk in the things God has for us. All right. And then the second thing, ladies and gentlemen, is a lot of times in groups and teams and businesses like this in this industry, you hear people say, if you're not winning right now, you're not doing good, they'll tell you, well, just stick around and just don't quit. That's not it, ladies and gentlemen. That's not it. Because if you stick around, even though you're sticking around, that does not mean that you are progressing. All right. And so we have to become more progressive, not in terms of becoming too aggressive where we are belligerent, abusive, or truculent, but we got to become aggressive in being confident in the vehicle and the skill that we have. So I'm talking to business builders and I'm talking to the traders. Doesn't matter. You still got to be confident, all right? So the question is, how do we do that, ladies and gentlemen? We do that by going on a 90-day run that we've broken up into 3 campaigns. So let me just tell you a little bit more about this. The 3M strategy, you all, is based upon the principle of the definition of an engineer. Now, if you don't know the definition of an engineer, let me tell you, you can look it up in the Merriam-Webster. The definition of an engineer, you all, is a person who designs, builds, or maintains engines, machines, or public works. The engine that we have is wealth. And we are builders of this thing called wealth. So therefore, wealth engineers. Therefore, we have given an ability to and an opportunity to build some things as it relates to building people, business, ministry, relationships. I'm trying to tell you, it's an amazing concept, all right? So now, in order to do this type of building, you all, you have to have a burst of energy and momentum. Now, if you would allow me, when I was in elementary school, I used to be somewhat of an artist before I grabbed hold to the music and the trumpet. Can you all see my little whiteboard? Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do is attempt to draw you an illustration. Now, don't y'all laugh and talk bad about me now, but I want to show you something. I want you to imagine that this supposed to be straight line is a runway. I want you to imagine that at the end of this runway, there is a huge barrier. In my world of education and adult education and teaching, we call this barrier the terror barrier, all right? Now, if there is a stick airplane, okay, that's my airplane, y'all stay with me, okay? In order for this airplane to take off, this airplane, you all, has to build up some momentum so that it can hit a trajectory like this and overcome that barrier. Did y'all see that? I want you all to see this now. This is beautiful. Now, if you can imagine that your business, because you're business minded now, that your business right here, this your business on the runway, your business will not be able to take off and do what it needs to do unless you have a burst of energy, people. And we look at the 90-day campaign as just that, but we've broken it up into 30 days. So watch this. The 3M strategy, which is major or massive results in the month of May. So massive month of May, 3M. What does that mean? What do we want to do? I'm going to show you this. Y'all see the airplane? Because I'm going to reference this piece right here. So you see that. So I'm going to stop that share. And then I'm going to share. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm going to stop that share. There we go. I'm going to pull this up. And I'm going to show you something with the 3M strategy for builders and traders. All right. Now, the power of 3M, massive month of May, in 30 days is simply this. We want you to think about this and put 20 to 30 people in the next 30 days. Now, before you say no and cringe and all of that, I want you to consider how valuable 20 to 30 people in your business would be to you in 30 days. Number one, would you hit another rank? Because you all have to know that in order to become a noble, it only takes 25 people. You mess around and put 25 people in the next 30 days, you start getting $1,000 a month. How valuable is that to you now? You see, would you be able to not only scale your business with those type of numbers and begin to teach other people that will prepare you to the next piece? Will you be able to pay off a bill or have a little more rest and easiness because you got that extra income coming in? However valuable these 20 to 30 people are for you, it is important that you get the mindset that we give it a run. Why? Because in order to get your business boosted off the tarmac, off the runway, you've got to boost your business, y'all. That means you got to focus like never before. You got to focus on being effective. You got to focus on sharing. You got to focus on the things that we're teaching you. All right. And that means give it a 90 days, but we want to break it up in 30 days because watch this, you all. 30 days, we can do that. 60 days, we can do it. 90 days, we can do it. But after 90 days, no one can maintain a level of that intensity for that long. You're going to have to take a break. But watch this. I've seen literally, and I'm a product of it. You got to understand something. We haven't hit our 90 days yet, but in the first 30 days, I went noble and my wife went knight. Within the next week or so, I hit bishop and she's at noble. That means within 5 weeks, my wife and I got $3,000 extra coming into our house. And it couldn't be more on time because we just closed the deal and moved into a $300,000 home. Now, I'm only telling you all because that's a team. That is not to be an enticement. Disclaimer, past results don't equal future profits, okay, or major gains. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you that if we can do it, then why can't you do it if you knuckle down and really boost and give yourself an opportunity to get off that runway? So here's the power of the 3M you all 30 days. Rule of thumb, if you put 20 people in, all right, 20 team members in 30 days, this is what will probably happen, all right? You put those 20 people in, within a few weeks, 12 people out of 20 gonna do something, all right? It's numbers and it's just a psychology, so y'all stay with me. This is with any business, all right? I don't care what business industry you in. The 8 people, for whatever reason, they may disappear, they may take a hiatus, they may go on sabbatical. We don't know, they just disappear, right? But within 30 to 90 days, you have 8 people in your organization that are producing income, all right? Now watch this. By a year, that 8 becomes 4. And 4 people in a year are funding 90% of your whole team because they still building with you. Now hear me what I'm saying. Now watch this. 90 out of 100 6-figure income earners I know have done this strategy at least once in their business. Did y'all catch that?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay. So now watch this. You mean to tell me that if I give it a 30-day push and get 20 to 30 people in business, that's the secret sauce to 6-figure income earners? Halfway, y'all. We almost there. But see, now here's the mistake that many 6-figure income earners do. I want to come off. Here's what they really do. They get right there, and then they put it on autopilot, and they kind of slow down, and they begin to teach those 20 how to duplicate. But let me just ask you something. 30 days is not 90 days, is it? So what happens if you give it your first 30-day run, 30 people? That's just one person a day, right? That you're signing up. Now, what happens if you turn around and do it again the next 30 days? You get the same piece, but it doubles. So what happens if you do it another 30 days? See, this is how 6-figure income earners become 7-figure income earners, because they realize that duplicating the process and having a 90-day boost will boost their business. I don't care what type of company you're in. I've seen pastors, you all, hit a place where they had to rebrand and rename their ministry, and they take that 90-day run and they grow their church exponentially overnight. I've seen companies rebrand, get their business and take it to a new city, learn from their mistakes, give a 90-day boost push, and they scale out the frame. I'm just trying to help us tonight because I want you all to understand that some of us have been in here for 30 days and you've been sitting on that runway, but it is time for you to do a boost and go after this, okay? It's time. I'm giving you the secret how to do it. We got scripts for you. We got videos like this one here that's going to be dropped over there for you on my YouTube page. But we need you all to help us. I'm asking you all to make a commitment for 30 days and know the value and worth of a company. Let me share something with you all, man. I was on with my mentor, Derek Brown. We had a great launch party. I need you all to start scheduling that. And one thing that he said was so true. Back in the day, you all, when we used to do this business, we had to wait 3 to 6 months to get one residual check before it started to compound. And that 6 months, that one little check was about 30 to 50 bucks. But we were excited. Why? Because the next week, the check was about 70 bucks. And then the next week, it was about 120. And then it was 200. And then the next week, it got up to 1,000. But let me tell you all, to 1,000. But let me tell you all the power of this company that you're in. We seeing people ranking 72 hours. 72 hours, some of you all making $500 a month. A week, 7 days, people are going to Noble. 30 days, you're going to Noble where you're doing 1,000. I plead that you all will hear my heart and understand the magnitude of the opportunity that you have if you would just, excuse my vernacular, but if you would just go hard in the paint for 30 days. Download your Tradera launch manual and read and follow that manual so that you can do that. Now, let me make a transition for my traders, because I know I got traders on here. We need you to commit to the system, because even though you may want to trade, let me tell you something. If you're a pure trader and you don't mind paying your $99 for your education, that's fine. But we have a system in place whereas you can upgrade to IBO and pay $15 instead of $99. But we need you to commit to being a part of a team and get your 3 so you can at least be a founder. Hard in the paint, James. We need you to at least become a founder while you're learning how to trade, because that's being a team player. You may not want to build the business, but don't hinder and stop the ones who do want to build the business, because we are supposed to be on the same team. The business leaders need the traders, and the traders need the business leaders. Because if the business builders don't put people in, who are you going to teach and trade with? Boy, I'm trying to help somebody tonight. Boy. If we don't trade and teach the business people how to trade, then how are we going to keep them in the company? Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? This is the secret sauce. Listen, I've been in network marketing for over 15 years, you all. Okay, been a trader for 4. And I've had days where I've had great numbers, all right? And since this is going up on YouTube, I'm not going to just throw those out there. I shouldn't have put it out there about my home, but so what, I did it already. I apologize. Here's the thing. We know the power of a 30-day push. We know what it will do. And I'm telling you right now that if you will get on board, just like I'm doing right now, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I just took a picture of this screenshot. Why? Because on a Sunday evening, we got 29 team leaders and business-minded people learning, strategizing, changing their mindset so that we can win and be the head and not the tail, be the lenders and not the borrowers. I don't know about you, but as a pastor and a man of God, I take offense if I always got to go and ask somebody else for some help to pay my bills. No, I ought to have enough authority and anointing. Y'all excuse me for being on my soapbox, but I don't believe in that. I don't have a beggar's mentality. I believe that we were given an ability and we ought to be able to have the influence and the sphere of influence in order to get done what we need to be done in kingdom. So with that being said, this is what makes Wealth Engineers so unique, y'all. See, we got that ability. We got the favor. And I ain't saying that just because my name is Favor. But we got the ability. Hey, Pastor Miller, I couldn't make that up, man, if I tried. I couldn't make that one up, Doc. That just came, Pastor Smith. I'm sorry. It's Favor, Doc. But we have that. So why not utilize it, y'all? That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, let me tell you something. We need you to give a push to get off that tarmac, to get off the runway. 30 days. Let's go hard. Now, I'm going to tell you, my goal is a little different. My goal is I'm putting this opportunity and I'm sharing it with 10 people a day. because I got to go. I'm running to legend. This is the season I'm running to legend. So one person a day is not going to get it from me. I've already put it in front of 5 people a day alone, and I still got a couple of more hours in here. All right? So you say, well, what if I don't have time? I'm hearing you. What if I work a full-time job and I got to do this part-time? Okay, I got a solution for you as well. Once again, watch this. And it's going to be hard at first. But if you give it the 90-day run, broken up in 3 30-day increments, watch this. These next 90 days may be hard for you, but the rest of your life will be changed forever. So that means if you go to work from 9 to 5, when you get off work, I need you to put in a good 4 to 5 hours. Now, some people would say 8, but with the scripts that we have and the methodologies, it won't take 8 hours in the evening. You put in a good 4 hours, and that consists of peaking interest. Y'all know our strategy, doing what we do, you know, and we're not gonna put everything out there because once again, this is for YouTube, so we got people gonna be watching this. But you know the strategy. Once you come into the program and join the team, we'll give you the same strategy. Okay, the PS3 is amazing, but you do that piece, and then you work with your team, coach your team, provide that leadership. Y'all, I'm telling you, you do that for 90 days. I've seen it change people's lives. My upline, my mentors have changed people's lives. I'm telling you right now, it's literally changing the life of my wife and I, literally. Okay? So the next thing I want to share with you all that's very important, and then we're going to open it up for Q&A. The next thing I want to share with you all is I am pleased to say that we got 1, 2. At this point, I think we have 2 nobles on the team, and we got like 4 or 5 knights on the team, and we got like 6 founders on the team. Come on, I need you all to come off mute and clap it up for everybody who here.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is residual. Okay, 1,000 500 a month, y'all. They got free education with $15, man. Let me tell you something. Our team is on fire. We got folk getting ready to pop these ranks, getting ready to take it to the bank over this weekend. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. If you 2 or 3 people away, you ought to be getting off this webinar even tonight, making some phone calls. That's official, man. The proof, let me tell you, the truth is in the proof, which means we got people hitting rank. And we know how to build and we know how to take you where you need to be. I don't have to be a salesman. As a matter of fact, I'm not a good salesman, but I got the proof, therefore I can tell the truth. And the truth, somebody says, shall set you free. I'm free from poverty and debt, praise God. I tell the truth. Okay, I'm sorry. But I'm not trying to preach. I ain't trying to preach because at the end of the day, y'all, we got something. And if you all can see my excitement, I can't stop smiling because it blesses me. It really makes me feel good when I see other brothers and sisters, man, get in the bag, being able to help somebody else, y'all. That is phenomenal. That's true. And I want you all to be there. So here's the thing. If you want to commit, I'm asking you all to make a commitment tonight to the 3M. If you want to commit to the 3M strategy, I need you to go in the chat right now and just type 3M, hashtag the number 3 and a big M, hashtag 3M. Nobody gonna know what's going on yet until we release it, but they gonna start seeing these ranks pop. They gonna start seeing our traders, y'all. Let me tell y'all how amazing our team is. We getting ready to have trading sessions from Monday through Friday for you all. We call them TNT. Because we getting ready to blow up in May. So we having teaching and training sessions that's going to throw live trades with you all, that's going to show you and mark up charts with you all. We got a trader that's going to come on Saturday. She getting ready right now. That's going to teach some of you all on Saturday how to mark up for the next week. Let me tell y'all something, man. If y'all commit to the 3M, that means even though you're a trader, you're going to become a founder. So here it is. Everybody on our team going to have some type of rank. Y'all didn't hear me what I just said too. Y'all didn't hear me. See, please understand the way the system is set up, you all, the way the organization is set up. When you have rank, that means you have authority. I don't think y'all hearing me, man. See, if you have authority, you can then speak those things. I cannot just go preaching 1 second, y'all. Please bear with me. If you speak the word of the king and the king give you a message, then people in the world have to receive you as if you are the king. God, dog it, that means you need to go down to the bank and tell them to give you your loan. You need to go down to the car lot, tell them to release that car. You need to go and tell them, release your angels, and tell them go get your house. Tell them to go get your daughter into college. Whatever you need, man. 3M. Month of May, we gonna go. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. Something is over me, y'all. I can't help it. I'm too excited. I'm too excited, man. But I truly believe in our team. I believe that we're going to have nobles and we're going to have other bishops. We're going to have some dukes and some prince and some princes and some duchess. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to know who's going to go with me. I'm like that homeboy in that movie. Who's coming with me, man? Who's coming with me? Look, y'all going to talk about me when it's over, but that's okay because my heart in the right place. Now, the last thing I need to tell you all, man, I promise you. But first, let me do this. So for everybody of you all who are watching this video, who's joining us in this welcome party, this is how we do it over here in Wealth Engineers, a component of Tradera, you all. We are a community that believes in one another, so we celebrate one another. We do life together, and we are there for one another. So if you want to join a good team, a great team that's on the move, get back with the person who invited you to this welcome to see how we do it every first Sunday of the month. With that being said, thank you. And if you just stumbled upon the video, do me a favor and hit the link below. You can become a wealth engineer as well. Learn how to invest in assets and not liabilities. Thank you so much. We look forward to doing business with you. God bless.